hanging out here at a beautiful day at Brewerton Speedway on the 4th of July with a young lady I've known for several years now. I think the first time I met her was here in this pit area, like today on Friday. I got here early. She was one of the only cars here. I went and introduced myself. Lacey Hanson joins us right now. She is an engineer by trade. She drives the number 33. And we're going to tell you about another 33 that's going to be here tonight, and a story there, because you're not going to believe it, because I guess maybe we should believe it when we get down to it, though, right, Lacey?
Yeah, we should.
We should.
Full story.
Gotcha. How we doing? I haven't seen you in a while. How is everything?
Very good. Yep. It's weird. We started the race season so late, but now we're in full swing. So it's glad to be here.
What is Speedweek like? Because I have a little anxiety myself. I don't know if you do,
yeah.
But I would imagine that this would pique your anxiety. 5 races in 5 days.
Yeah, this is a lot. You spend 2 weeks at home trying to get ready, thinking of everything that you might possibly need. You end up forgetting half of it, but at least with the group of guys that we have, they're helpful and you can borrow anything you need. It's great. So,
and if you do get in trouble, they jump right in, because they're in the same boat as you are, and they'd expect that from you too, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're all here to help. I mean, everybody in this club has the same passion for sprint car racing, so that's why we all get along pretty great.
How nerve-wracking is it? Or does maybe the first couple of nights kind of set the tone?
Yeah, which we have had a tough couple nights. We haven't qualified the last 2 nights, so we're hoping we can turn things around here. But it's been a little tough. We had a good outing in Canada. We did way better in our time trials. We had a little issue in the feature at Brockville, but we were kind of on a high from there.
Okay.
Got leveled out the last couple nights, and we're hoping we'll be back up tonight.
A lot of the 5 tracks that make up this series, which one tends to be your best?
Probably here or Fulton. We actually had a really good run at Reed Sport last year for this race, so we're looking forward to that too. Can-Am's never been great for us. It's big and fast and slick, and it's just
flat, right?
Smaller, bull ring kind of stuff I like.
Okay, so here in Weedsport would be the 2. Of course, Fulton's kind of in between, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's just fun there with the banking. So.
Yeah, and all the grooves, right? That's the other thing. And if you guys have never been to really any of these tracks we're talking about, but Fulton is somewhat unique, isn't it, in the racing world, with the walls outside and the banks,
cool.
right?
Yeah, and it's like all dug down in. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's almost in a bowl. A little bit like Cornwall in that aspect, but Cornwall doesn't have the walls.
Right. Yeah,
so,
you're not quite so locked in. You feel like you're in a coliseum once you get into Fulton.
Yeah, or they say jets in a gymnasium or something like that, I think was the term. So I saw Chuck Hebing last Saturday. I saw him in his suit in the pit area, and I said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm hot lapping a car. I'm selling my last car to Lacey Hanson." So I was like, "Oh, okay, that's going to be the last time I'm going to see him in a suit." That's not the case, is it?
Nope.
What happened?
It was all top secret for a while.
So this was planned?
Well, sort of, for a few weeks anyway. I've been going to buy the car since we bought Kelly's trailer in January. We talked to them, and we were getting things figured out to buy the car, and we were going to pick it up this week. Then Chuck called and was like, "I really want to race again. Can I race the car for Speedweek?" I'm like, "How do you say no to someone like Chuck Hebing?"
Wait, when did he call you?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, so he lied to me on Saturday then.
No, he knew he was racing.
That's what I mean, but he didn't. He said, well, maybe he was giving me selective information, perhaps, right?
We had a plan that no one really needed to know what our deal was until
we
showed up at the races. So.
Okay, well, know that he honored his end of the deal then.
Yep.
Okay, because that's all he told me. He says, "I'm just hot lapping this car for Lacy, making sure it's okay."
Yep, he hot lapped it last night too at Utica and got second.
Yeah, so he just decided to stay out there basically.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so
he won't be here tonight.
He won't.
He'll be here, but not with the car, and then he'll have it at Fulton tomorrow. But
Weedsport?
Not sure.
Not sure. Okay.
This is all up in the air stuff.
But then he's done, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you're getting your car back at least.
Oh, we'll see.
Oh, really? So all this is still... Oh, see, at least I got to Lacy here, and I'm getting the truth out of the answers here. So, but we were joking with your mom and your dad before we hit the record button that racing retirements are kind of like your favorite rock and roll star. It's like a Coke machine. You got to rock it a couple times before it takes.
I'm retired, and then I'll be back, and then I got to retire.
Yeah, and then maybe a year and a half later, they hot lap somebody's car. Well, why don't you just take it out tonight and see how it is? And the next thing you know, they're buying everything all over again. And how old are you now?
37.
37.
Yep.
How long has it been in sprints?
09.
Oh, that long?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Not at this caliber of racing, just
gotcha.
5 or 6 years.
Well, how long have we been traveling with the SS?
Since 19.
19, okay. By the way, that's the new rig they got. So when I saw this, it was like, ooh, that must be nice traveling in this, huh?
Yes, so much nicer. Never had a tire rack. I never had air conditioning. I'm like, don't know what to do with myself in there with all this stuff.
And one of the nice things, people like to romanticize about the open trailer. And you can see we've got a couple open trailers over there. But in reality, open trailers stink, don't they? If it rains, you're loading up in the rain.
Yep.
If you're a little frustrated, you got no place to go to kind of collect your thoughts for a minute.
Exactly. Yeah, they're cool, you know, so kids can see them. And you
Right.
stop at the gas station, people want to know where you're headed. That's always fun. But as far as convenience, no.
Yeah. So nobody at the gas station does that when they see these? They have no idea what this is?
People ask, but they don't know what's in there. You know?
Okay. It's almost like you wish you could put like some kind of a wrap on the outside with at least the car, the actual size, so people would know.
Yeah, I saw a guy in Florida one time that had it was like the picture of the inside of his trailer was on the back of his tailgate.
I like that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, because I've ridden with people before in open trailers, and everybody, when they pass you,
Yep, thumbs up.
they look over, and I always try to think, oh, but they think I'm the race car driver. You know? Of course, at the time, that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
So, but life is good, engineering's good, you're happy?
Yes, everything's good. The company I work at's doing great. We're really busy, so I work in new products, so we're releasing a lot of products in January. So yeah,
Awesome.
everything's good. Busy summer.
Always nice to see you. Guys, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notifications, and this is just some of the stuff that we saved from our early trip on 4th of July here at Brewerton Speedway. Always nice to see you, Lacey. You take care.